Welcome, one and everyone, to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 410. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn, here as always with my suspenders set to maximum stun. Pleasure to have you on the program today. We're going to have a good show. We're going to do the show like usual. For those of you who are new to the program, we typically talk about Fallout or any other video game related thing or life and whatever. And then we'll move on into the video game probably about 30 minutes or so after the program starts. So hang with me. We will be playing some Fallout 4 today. We're going to be doing some MILA quests for the railroad. Our little railroad character, Haley, is getting up there in the levels. She's even appearing in some of our Fallout 4 videos, which is pretty cool. And we've been leveling her solely on this program, on Scotch and Smoke Rings. So we're going to have a great time. Hey, Black Shawarma's in the chat today. Good to see you, Black Shawarma. Red Panda says, hey, Oxhorn, love your vids. This is my first live stream. Well, pleasure to have you here. Good to see you. What's poppin', Oxhorn, says Glenn. Not a whole lot, just working. I'm working on a video for tomorrow. Tomorrow is, of course, Friday, so if everything works according to plan, we'll have a Fallout 4 mod video in time for the morning. I've got some great stuff that I'm going to be showing off. We have our theme for tomorrow is going to be crypts, caverns, and caves, player homes, and settlements. So that should be a lot of fun. I look forward to finishing that video and sharing it with you tomorrow. This weekend, Mankind Redefined says, when will Fallout 3 lore ever come? It's coming. I mean, these things do take time. So I've been working really hard on getting my installation of Fallout 3 to actually work on Windows 10, which is very tricky. Fallout 3 was never designed to work with a multiple core processor. So there are a number of weird things you have to fix, instabilities you have to stabilize, and strange things you got to do to get the game to work. It's been mind-bogglingly frustrating. Joshua says you need to do more lore videos. Ah, man. Look, I do 5 lore videos a week. I don't know what you mean, man. I do 5 lore videos a week and 1 mod video a week. So I think I do a lot of lore videos. I get them done. I really do. Anyway, so Fallout 3, I finally got it stable on this machine, and I've been installing mods to make it look better because it is almost a 10-year-old game. So I had to install a whole bunch of mods to make it look better, and now I finally got it where I like it. It looks good, it feels good, and I've decided the content that I want to do first. I'm in the process of doing footage. But it's going to take me a while to kind of gather the footage I need before I decide how I want to go about it. So hang with me. I will have some Fallout 3 content for you. I've got a calendar of content that I'm doing for Fallout New Vegas. I have hit the ground running with Fallout New Vegas, and I'm just knocking out videos one after the other. And we are going to be covering a lot of really cool stuff. I'm going to be focusing on the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout New Vegas here soon. I've got Victoria as a companion, as you've seen from my recent New Vegas videos, so we will be covering her story as well. But don't worry, those of you who love Cass, we'll be doing videos on Cass too. After Victoria, I plan to move on to Cass. So never fear, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a big production schedule set up for New Vegas, and of course, Fallout 4 as well. I'm not going to be leaving Fallout 4 in the dust. We're going to be doing videos on Curie, many of the other companions, Eddie Winter, some of the other places that I haven't tackled yet, and many of the locations in Far Harbor. Blink Gaming says, please do some Bioshock Infinite videos on Scotch and Smoke Rings. Victoria, you mean Veronica? I do mean Veronica. Thank you. I've been invited to I'm a father, and I've been invited to other kids' birthday parties with my kids, one of whom is named Victoria, and so that's been on my mind. This week, when you're a dad, weekends in the summer are the weekends of birthdays. Every child whom your child knows is having a birthday, and so you've got to go to these birthdays. And it's okay, my kids are having birthdays coming up here too, and so it's been a lot of fun getting these parties together. McBarkson says, I liked Cass until she started to judge me for my crimes against humanity. Well, yeah. I mean, it's probably why you should go with a companion who's cool with that kind of stuff. Have you considered playing with a Nuka Raider character? Says Nighthawk on Discord. It's a good idea. It is something I've considered doing. I haven't done it yet. It's something I've wanted to do in the back of my head. But siding with the Raiders is hard for me. I've already made it clear how I feel about Raiders and Raider culture. So it's hard for me. But of course, it's interesting. It's another side of things. We'll see. We'll see. One of these days. All right. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I don't know what's going on. I seem to be either catching or getting over some sort of cold. I don't know if you noticed it in the video I published today, but it was really hard recording the audio for my movie on Far Harbor Ocean Floor, which I published this morning because I had to do many takes to get it right. My voice kept breaking. Anyway, so I'm kind of suffering through that right now, so you will forgive me if the vocal quality is not up to my typical rigorous standards. Hey, thanks for the tip, Christian. Thank you very much. Very generous of you. Says, hey, Ox, I'm sending this from the Ford assembly plant in Kentucky. Thanks, as always, for breaking the monotony. Keep doing what you're doing. Wow, I'm honored, from the Ford assembly plant in Kentucky. Maybe in your honor, we should go raid the Corvaga assembly plant. Although we did kind of cover that in a recent video, didn't we? Yeah. We covered that in, well, we didn't cover that, but we visited the Corvaga assembly plant in my video on the USS Constitution. But thank you very much. That was extremely, extremely kind and generous of you. Today we are smoking an Annihilation cigar. This is one of the final cigars that came from as a gift from Lungra, and I don't see anything else on here except it says Annihilation. It's a handmade cigar. I don't know what tobacco it is, but it says Annihilation. So prepare to watch Oxhorn become annihilated live on camera. Oh, man. And Jess, before you even say it, I realize those of you who watched Hellboy 2 are going to sit there and say that I should be using cedar matches instead of a lighter. I get it. I get it. Cheers. What am I doing? I can't smoke, or I can't drink water. We must have Scotch. This is, after all, Scotch and smoke rings. Lagavulin 16 years is the flavor of the day. Oh, here's the magical sound. Here's the $1 million sound. Are you ready? Oh, it was slightly disappointing. Man, I guess it only works if it's a brand new bottle. Let's try one more time. Oh well, 3 times, no success. There we go. That's a handsome portion. Stream keeps skipping. Anyone else losing video? Oxhorn, you cut the whole cap off. I know. Yeah, it's a trick, but it's not even unraveling. Look at that. Oop. Oh. I'm going to have to be careful with that, or else it will unravel. There we go. John Savage says, does anyone know how to get Bunker Hill as a settlement? Yes. It's the exact same way, regardless of the faction you side with. Go to Bunker Hill. Actually, you don't even have to do any of the quests there. The way I would go about doing it is go to Bunker Hill, do all of the quests there. Go to Kessler. You can get some quests from her. Then you get some quests from Deb. And anyway, you have to wait until the quest, the battle for Bunker Hill. After you complete that quest, then go back and talk to Kessler, and she'll say, look, we don't want any trouble. Your faction has run of the place. Do whatever you want here. then you have access to the settlement. Lag is bad. Everyone's complaining about lag. It's really frustrating for me, seeing as how I haven't changed a single thing from last week. The only thing different is that my wife is now playing Overwatch on this connection. Well, let me see if I can see what you're seeing. If I get the exact same lag, then we know that there's a problem. If not, then maybe it's an isolated incident. Hold on a minute. I might have... Hey, thanks for the tip. Sorry, the tip flew by just as I was trying to deal with this lag problem. Hold on, let me scroll up. Hey, thank you for the tip, Hayden. Hayden says, hey, Oxhorn, what would you like to see in Fallout 5 or any other future releases? I mean, that's such an open-ended question. For one, I like the settlement building. I would continue... I continue to want to see the settlement building. Let me here. Hopefully it comes. Let me know if it's back. I was actually streaming this show in another tab. Let me know if the lag fixed itself. But no, my wife says she's not even playing. She's not playing Overwatch right now, so I don't know. I have no explanation for why the lag would be bad. But I have to say that what I'm really enjoying about New Vegas, and I'm not, you know me, I'm never one to compare Fallout 4 to New Vegas. I think that they're both completely different games that are both worthy in their own right. I'm going to terminate that. Maybe if I terminate some of the background programs, it's going to fix itself. But one thing from New Vegas that I really like is, you know, the special skills that you choose have an actual impact in the game. If you don't have enough perception, you do miss things that you can't perceive. If you don't have enough intelligence, you miss out on dialogue options. And if your intelligence is too low, people can tell. And you get unique dialogue options because of that. So there's a little bit of that in Fallout 4. For example, doing the quest for the USS Constitution. Based on some of your skills, particularly intelligence, you can get some of the things done. But I really enjoy that about New Vegas, and I'd love to see more of that in Fallout 5. Isabel says, have you done the White Glove Society? I did in a previous playthrough, but I haven't done it in this new playthrough. But don't worry, I will do it, and I will record it, and I will make content on it. Never fear. Cigar says, Oxhorn, you cut off too much from that stick. Man. I know. But you know what? It's still smoking just fine. So far. We'll see. CIA Gaming with a wonderful tip. Thank you very much, CIA Gaming. Says, can you shout me out in the video? On June 15th for my birthday? Well, I'm not going to make a note to remember to shout you out on June 15th, which is next week. So remind me next week, because I'm pretty busy. But I'll shout you out now. Happy birthday a week from now. Good on you. Thank you very much. What are the chances of Skyrim lore? Not for some time. I'm really involved in Fallout lore right now, tackling all of the major Fallout games that have come out recently. So I'll probably be focusing on that for quite some time. Elliot Tobic says, hey, Oxhorn, by the way, today is my 24th birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Ellie Atomic. Pleasure to have you on the program. What? Oh, okay. I'm observing a conversation about British politics on Discord. Yeah. Scotch and Smoke Rings is live. So if you guys are having a conversation about British politics on Discord, you may want to keep it to tells. and I have no comment. I tend not to comment about politics on this program. That's the best way to keep things from getting awkward and heated. Well, I don't know what to tell you for those of you who are experiencing lag. I haven't changed any of my broadcast settings. And in fact, I'm using restream.io. So I'm streaming to one service. I'm not even streaming to multiple services. I'm streaming to one service, and it is then taking the signal and sending it out to YouTube and Twitch. So Alex says, can you... thank you for the tip, Alex. He says, can you play BioShock preferably on Sunday night? If you do play on Sunday, is it something to watch on the plane headed to Mexico? Thank you for the tip, Alex. The only day where I could possibly have time for a live stream is going to be Sunday. That's really my one day off. And BioShock is the game I'm playing right now, so there's a good chance I could stream BioShock live. But no promises, because I have a lot that I'm working on this weekend to get prepared for the next week's worth of content. Jack with a very nice tip. Thank you very much, Jack. Says, hey, Oxhorn, I love your vids and content. I know this isn't a large amount. Well, thank you. The amount doesn't matter. It's a wonderful thought. But I hope it helps. Go Vols. The Vols are a college football team in Tennessee. Go Vols! Alright, I haven't even had a sip of my scotch yet. I've been responding to too many comments. Cheers, ladies and gents. Bottoms up. Play says not PewDiePie. Don't worry, I will be playing the game, but this is my wind-up moment. I've only been live for 20 minutes. I'm talking with the viewers. This is like my one opportunity to actually have a face-to-face, well, face-to-the-text conversation with those who watch my videos. Hey, thanks for the tip, Hart. Hart says, Oxhorn, love your vids. I'm so glad you're doing my favorite game, which is Fallout New Vegas. Also, I loved your Hancock vid. I love him. Happy hunting. Well, thank you very much. I'm having so much fun with New Vegas. I can't even tell you. It is a blast, but it's honestly, it's more difficult doing a video for Fallout New Vegas than it is for Fallout 4. And that's because from what I've experienced, there are typically 6 or 7 different plots that stream into one location. So if I wanted to do a video on Vault 3, for example, I first have to complete like 4 or 5 different quests and still tell the stories of those quests before I can tackle Vault 3 if I want to do it the right way. For example, I'm doing a video on Hidden Valley Bunker. That's what I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a video on Hidden Valley. So I go to Hidden Valley. Well, first I'm like, all right, I want to do a video on Veronica. After talking with Veronica, I learned she has to deal a lot with the Brotherhood of Steel. So since her personal quest takes her back to Hidden Valley, I'm like, all right, well, then I'll do a video on Hidden Valley. So I get to Hidden Valley. I start doing the quests there, and I realize that those are sending me to a bunch of other places. One of which is the Dallas Air Force Base. And another of which is the Repcon building. So I've got my video on Repcon building, which I just finished. Then I've got to do a video on the boomers at the Nellis Air Force Base because I have to go there to find the missing recon patrol for the quest at Hidden Valley. So I go to do one thing. I end up doing 15 different things just to get that one thing done, which I can imagine could be really frustrating for someone who wants to stay focused on one task. But for me, it's really nice because it opens me up to a whole bunch of new places to visit and explore and do content pieces on for all of you. So we're going to be doing videos on the Nellis Air Force Base and the Boomers. Hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. We're going to go to Black Mountain. Then we're going to do Hidden Valley and the Brotherhood of Steel and the rivalry between Elder McNamara and the person vying for his position. Before we can then go on and do a video on Vault 34 and Vault 11 and Veronica. It's going to get crazy, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then, after all that's done, I can sit down and do my video about Cass. Harden. That's right, Paladin Harden. Harden? I think it's Harden, yeah. Jorash says, hey, Auction, would you like the next Fallout to be more post-apocalyptic in a Metro/Stalker style and less fantasy? I think that's a fair thing to say. There are aspects of the Fallout franchise that I'm not terribly fond of. Mainly dealing with the supernatural and the extraterrestrial, right? Because it takes it out of a real world of nuclear annihilation and turns it into... But, I mean, in their defense, ghouls could never exist in the real world, right? That's a complete fantasy. All of these strange mutated monsters that we meet could never exist in the real world. Nuclear fallout doesn't work that way. Organisms don't really respond to nuclear radiation by turning into giant monsters. They just die. So I realize that there's just inherently a bit of fantasy to the entire Fallout franchise. But I have to admit that I like Fallout more when we're dealing with guns and unique technology, and most things can be explained by technology and science rather than, oh, you found this relic in the basement of the Dunwich building, and this relic happens to, you know, summon a book and the spells, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's a bit much. Are we still in Fallout, or did we move over to Elder Scrolls? And then the whole Zetan... Yes, the alien is a funny little gag, but when it kind of works itself into an entire DLC for Fallout 3, I'm kind of like, it's a bit much. But it's not enough to really turn me off. Super Unknown with a wonderful tip. Thank you very much, Super Unknown. Says, love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. K-Val says, what do you think of the mod that turns you into a settler? Yeah, that's right. I saw that this week. Somebody made a mod of me on the Nexus. Now you can install the mod and I show up at the Boston airport as a settler. Then you can assign me to be like a beer vendor or something. I don't know. I think it's great. It's hilarious. Apparently he used the Face Ripper data that I put online about my character, which is, I tried to make it as accurately me as possible. Jennifer says, Ox, the fact that most of the Fallout lore and tech is plausible is why I play it and not Elder Scrolls. See, I feel the same way. I mean, I realize it's not realistic, plasma rifles, sure, but it's plausible. If I can walk away after hearing the science behind it and think, okay, I guess how that could work, then that's what I like about it. I don't know. It's a different vibe. I mean, I still like the Elder Scrolls, don't get me wrong. There's definitely a place for sword and fantasy and magic games, but I really like the unique feel of Fallout. It's something different. William, with a wonderful tip, thank you very much, William, says, I love your work, Oxhorn. If you don't mind me asking, just when exactly can I spawn the amoral quest for Nuka World? I'm trying not to ruin my reputation with the Minutemen. I don't recall, but I'll tell you how I did it. I believe you can... So he's talking about amoral combat, and I forget where I was in the gameplay when this happened. Either just before or just after you're sent by Shank into the Commonwealth to sack settlements, you get amoral combat. If it's just after, then you're in for a problem. As soon as you start sacking settlements, Preston Garvey finds out, and he's got a beef with you. You can join the raiders, you can become overboss, you can do the quests there, but once you start sacking the settlements, Preston Garvey has a problem. And you can salvage that relationship, but he never joins your company again. As for amoral combat, I believe at around that time, you start to get the amoral combat quest line. Now, it'll happen randomly, but one of the ways that I found to farm the amoral combat quest is to go through to do amoral combat once, then go all the way back to the beginning of the gauntlet. That's right, the Nuka-Cola Transit Center. Go through the entire gauntlet until you come out the Kolakars Arena, then exit the Kolakars Arena into Nuka World, and you should get amoral combat again. I was able to farm the encounter that way. Great question, William. Then there's another question from... with a wonderful tip from Devin. Thank you, Devin. Devin says, "Hey, Oxhorn, I just bought your Liberty Prime shirt. I can't wait to get it. I've gotten back into Fallout 4 thanks to you. Love your videos. Keep up the good work." Thank you very much. I'm working on more shirts right now. Honestly, the company I'm working with to produce designs is kind of slacking. I've been sending them emails. I'm like, look, I've got all of these guys waiting for new shirts. We could be selling a lot of them right now. Where's the new design? I gave you the specs weeks ago. So I'm going to have to get on their case about that because they're taking their good sweet time. I may have to go find another designer because they're just being really slow about it. But yeah, we are going to be having a lot more designs coming soon. I just texted my wife again. People are still complaining about lag. I mean, there's nothing else that I'm doing. I'm doing nothing else differently. Let's see what she says. Nope, she's not even playing, so I can't explain it. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Matthew asks a question with a tip and says, yes, got you on the TV. Say hi, Ox. Hi there, Matthew. Pleasure to have you on the program. Yeah, I can't explain it. Sorry about that. Why is the Brotherhood of Steel evil? Asks Friday. They're evil because they use the resources earned by other people to fuel an ideology bent on the extermination of sentient beings whose existence they disapprove of. That's why they're evil. Can you take your hat off? What hat? I'm not wearing a hat. What's wrong with you? Reverie says, Ox, don't you dare get me started on synths. Yeah, I know. They're toasters, says Spiritual Hawk. Yeah. Father himself refers to them as Nuka-Cola machines. The guy... Well, I don't want to do any spoilers. Never mind. All right. Let's fire up the game. Smoke Ship, thank you for that, blonde guy. It's time for a Smoke Ship before we get to the game. That blonde guy says, Oxhorn, your Smoke Ship should be about the Millennium Falcon. Carson, with a wonderful tip, says, hey, Oxhorn, I found if Fallout had co-op, what would you think about it, and how do you think it should be implemented? That's a complicated question. I can say that I am open to the idea of co-op. I would love to play Fallout in a co-op environment so that you can share your settlements that you've built and so on and so forth. How could it be implemented? It's a tough question, especially since the way the game is really constructed, anyone can cheat using console commands, which makes any sort of multiplayer completely implausible. Bethesda would have to somehow maybe make a VR simulation that people can plug into, and then they're given access to a machine that doesn't take on any of the perks that they have. It would be really complicated, I don't know, to make it a co-op game. Well, since that's the only idea we've been getting... Oh, MC the Popcorn Pig says the Wave Grazer from Subnautica when you played the Cyclops. Alright, I like that. Do a Smoke Ship about Apollo 13. I'm going to do Wave Grazer since he's got a very long memory. I haven't played Subnautica for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and he's referencing an old video I made years ago. So let's do that. Whoa! I hope you didn't blink. If you did, you missed it. But for the briefest of moments before your very eyes was a giant submarine named Cyclops, but which I renamed Wave Grazer from the game Subnautica. Fun times. All right. Let's crank open Fallout 4. Get this party started. Alright, I'm going to turn off my music because I want to listen to the music in the game. Whoa! That was weird. Let's try this again. Liz with a tip says, hey, Oxhorn, we love your videos. My boyfriend and I watch them like crazy. He's a huge fan and loves all of your new and upcoming New Vegas videos. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, having a bit of a technical issue here. I tested my Fallout 4 installation just before. Just before I broadcasted live. And it was working, so I don't know what could have possibly happened. Let's try something here. I have a hunch. I just recently installed some DirectX DLLs in an attempt to improve my frame rate. And I never had this issue before I did that, which leads me to believe that that may be the culprit. Let's see. Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, Fallout 4. You can do it. Here we go. There we go. Finally. Okay. Trying to remember which game stuff it was. I believe it was this one. That's right, I had just recorded my footage about ArcJet. On this character. All right, let's see here. There we go. Yeah. I had just blown this up, but whoa. Oh, I don't remember this happening in my game. It came all the way over here. Wow. And I just recently got Institute Killer Weave. So, I put it on a hat. Institute Killing Battered Fedora. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, let's see. Where's my quest? Set up the MILA at Kendall. Let's go to Ticonderoga. Let's check it out. Even though I'm running this on a solid state hard drive, my load times are still really long due to some of the settings I have installed to make it look as good as I possibly can for my videos. Particularly the shadows. The shadows, more than anything, tend to really consume a lot of system resources here. Alright, here we are at Tycon. Let's make sure I have the right weapon equipped. And let's go find the dead drop. Wait, no, we don't need it anymore. We have to go kill some raiders. Well, removing those DirectX files has, I can definitely see a difference in the way my game performs. Yeah. Pardon me. Did I say I was sick? Yeah, that's right. Beginning the program a little not so good. But that's okay. Let's sneak on in there. Gosh, they just don't want me to get in. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Ah. Whoops. Ha ha! Thank goodness for nerd rage. So much for stealth, man. I'm a horrible stealthing person. I am bad at stealth. Never bring a gun to a knife fight. I know, tell me about it.
Shit, lost him.
Yeah, calm down.
Fucking hide from me? You're dead.
What? Man! Ah, I'm so bad at stealth. Oh, man. Nerd rage does seem to be helping you a lot. Yeah? I'm not winning because of skill. Let's just put it that way. Everything that's happened so far has been an accident. This is not how a skilled player would be sneaking into this facility.
Asshole, just give up.
Calm your tats.
Disappearing act. Huh?
Then there's always that option. Okay. Did I just lure the entire camp over here? I probably did, didn't I? Alright. I think this is my favorite moody background track from Fallout 4. I try to use it in as many of my videos as I can. Things will get better when I get inside. All right. Why sneak when we could just shoot everything? Well, I've done that. I've got my sniper character. She's my Minuteman. I've got my commando automatic weapons character. She's my Institute person. I've got my heavy weapons character. He's my Brotherhood of Steel. I've never done a stealth assassin. I wanted to do one. And so that is this character. Ah, I see where I am. I mean, it's not an efficient use of combat. Well, I suppose it's an efficient use of ammunition. I don't use a lot of ammunition on this character. I don't have to worry about the cost of ammunition. I primarily use my stabbing knife. So in that regard, it is efficient, but it's not an efficient use of time, I'll put it that way. It takes much more time to do anything. I wonder if I can get across without being detected. Let's see. should have taken that shot. Oh, it's a Raider veteran.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
He's gonna be really tricky. Quick save. I'm wearing chameleon armor, which is why I'm turning invisible when I don't move. It should help me from being detected. Wish me luck.
You, me.
Ow! Oh, that bleed effect on Pikmin's blade is a lifesaver. There we go. Set up the MILA. I should have put a bunch of mines down, shouldn't I, since I knew they were coming. Okay, so let's go back to Railroad HQ and see what else they've got for me. Chameleon doesn't stack, but the... Oh! What? Why is this happening? What did I do differently? Well...
Hi.
Hey, you keep placing MILAs, and I'll keep paying you. I know another building that could use a MILA. Or we could just do some shopping.
I gotta go.
Right you are.
Alright, I think I understand what's going on. I have a bunch of new mods installed that I'm getting ready to review. Now, I have Eleonora's player housing mod installed, which gives me this cool room. And Eleonora's mod has this problem, where sometimes you'll get this strange graphical glitch. Look, I can't even walk in there. So, I bet it's one of the mods I installed that's doing this. So, I'll just uninstall those mods. But for now, Cambridge construction site. Yeah, sometimes that happens if Eleonora's mod is not last in your load order for some reason. Even she is having she's frustrated trying to figure out what's going on. Bunker Hill. Oh man, super mutants. This will be tricky. Quick save. Oh, look at that! Now that's how you sneak around. Okay. Let's see if I can be more successful this time than I was the last time. I'm just going to walk really slow. I know it takes more time. But we're going to sneak on in. Super sneaky. Super sneaky stealth. And we'll just go up and kill one of them, one at a time. I don't mind getting a little wet. I don't mind getting a little irradiated. Oh no, am I blocked off this way? Oh, come on, don't tell me I'm blocked off. Can I sneak through? Tell a joke. All right. If flats are so close together, why do they call them apartments? If apartment complexes are so big, why do they call them flats? I feel bad for those, I really do. You guys don't deserve it. You deserve something better than that. All right. Well, we're certainly succeeding at being stealthy. Now I could... Can I? I can, can't I? I can and I will. I'm getting great puns here. Two peanuts were walking down the street. One was assaulted. This is the height of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go. We're making it. This is why most streamers don't use stealth characters on Twitch, because it's really slow.
What?
Oh yeah! There we go. Oh man, we're actually doing it. This is like the fulfillment of a dream I've had since I made this character. Actually succeeding at espionage. I'm typically so bad at this kind of thing in games. But you know what? Walking slowly is working. And Blitz helps. I can't deny the benefit of Blitz. Right. How do I get up this final floor? There we go. This is right above me. Guess I gotta be on the same level. Bingo! Oh, and it puts me back here. Did you see that? I teleported all the way across the map just to kill this guy. And then it put me back here. Woo! It's a long drop. Sir driving. Two Molotovs met in a bar. They had cocktails. Sitting down, having a break. Bingo!
You can't hide forever. Hide forever, please.
After all that hard work. I'll let them come to me.
What? Scared already?
Where is the guy holding the nuke? Oh, that noise is driving me crazy. Where'd he go?
Here, human. I got a treat for you. Ah, waste my time.
I don't know. Oh! He's attacking something else? Oh no! Oh. Woo! I almost died there. He's right beneath me. Ah! What? I thought killing him wouldn't cause the nuke to detonate. I was very wrong. I was very wrong. Oh, I almost died. All right. Ox, you're lucky you survived that. Yeah, I know. I know. But we're getting out of here with our limbs intact. Huzzah! We survived. Oh no! Doggone Raiders at Monsignor Plaza.
Oh, man, come back! I was having fun! Over here!
Doggone it. Maybe it has something to do with Raiders having more perception because they're human.
Shit! Lost him! Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
There we go. Last one? Last one. Sweet. All right. I think I'm safe. with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. I got a big video to work on for tomorrow. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, I have an Oxhorn's mod muster, which I'm preparing for all of you. It'll be a whole lot of fun, and then stay tuned for this weekend. This weekend, I've got some really fun content. Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. 2 videos that I'm working really hard on, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow morning, or I'll see you next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a brand new video. Have a pleasant Thursday.